Alright, now lobster bisque is one of my favorite soups of all time, but do you think we can turn it into a seafood pasta dish? Let's find out. So to get started, we're gonna take 1 medium shallot, and then we're looking for a small dice here. Then we're gonna take 3 to 4 garlic cloves, and you're gonna finely mince, and then you can set both of those aside. Then we're gonna take some fresh parsley, and we're gonna chop until we have about a tablespoon's worth. This is just for garnish, so also completely optional. Okay, now let's talk about the lobster. In terms of how much lobster I used, I was making this for 2 people and ended up using 2 4-ounce lobster tails, which I thought was plenty for this recipe. So for prepping the lobster, we're gonna be searing this, so I highly recommend getting some kitchen shears. We're gonna cut a line down the top and the bottom of the lobster shell. Then we're gonna take a kitchen knife, you're gonna cut down the meat and then fold it over so that you can place the lobster tail directly down in a pan. You're more than welcome to boil the lobster if you prefer, but since we're making everything in one pan, this is also gonna make our sauce taste absolutely amazing by having that fond from the lobster shell. To sear the lobster, grab a medium to large fry pan, and then over medium-high heat, add some olive oil, and once shimmering, then we're gonna add in the lobster shell down. Now we're only gonna cook for about a minute before flipping the tails and then putting the meat side down on the pan. It may not seem like we're doing much cooking it on the shell side, but the heat is going through that shell and cooking the lobster, and we just want to make sure we don't overcook it. We're only going to cook the meat side for another minute as well until it has some color, and that's when you're going to know it's done and remove from the pan. You're going to let the tails cool for about 5 minutes, and then you can remove the meat from them, and then simply we're just going to be cutting into bite-sized pieces, so however big you want, and then for the tails we can just discard these. After you finish cooking your lobster, and before you start your sauce, you can heat up your water for your pasta, make sure it's plenty salted, and then drop your linguine. For the sauce, we're going to take the same pan we cooked the lobster in, and over medium heat, add a little bit more olive oil, and then add in your shallots. You're going to stir these around and cook for about 2 minutes until they become translucent. Then you're going to add in your minced garlic, and then you can stir around and cook for about another minute until it becomes fragrant. Then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of tarragon. It can either be the fresh stuff or the dried stuff. Stir around, and then we're ready to add in some brandy. I'm using about a half cup, and then you're going to add that to the pan, and you're going to simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes until that alcohol is burned off, but this is going to add some true depth of flavor to this dish, and at that point we'll add in a cup of lobster stock, give it a stir, and bring to a simmer. After simmering for about 3 to 4 minutes, then we're going to add in our lobster, followed by 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream. You're going to stir this around and bring to a simmer and let that cook for a few minutes. Once finished, you can kill the heat, and then we're going to add in our cooked pasta. Make sure you stir until everything is fully coated, and then feel free to season with some kosher salt, black pepper, or pasta water if needed. For plating, I'm using a soup ladle here to help get the perfectness of pasta on the plate, and once that's done, add a couple pieces of lobster to the top, and then just garnish with some parsley, and you're done with your lobster linguine with a bisque sauce. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.